Hello everyone. Welcome to my channel. Please subscribe and keep watching more details. Loose Women's Janet Street Porter's outburst about Piers Morgan leaves co-stars floored. Janet Street Porter left her Loose Women co-star speechless after she made a dig at Piers Morgan live on air. Loose Women's Janet Street Porter left her co-stars taken back as she seemingly took a jibe at Piers Morgan. During Monday's October 6th episode of the ITV hit chat show, Janet was presenting alongside fellow panelists, Christine Lampard, Colleen Nolan and Kelly Brooks as they tackled the day's biggest talking points. However, it was one segment that stole the show as they discussed how they feel about chivalrous men following Piers Morgan's remark on feminists in his name book titled Woke is Dead. The former GMB presenter, 60, said what he calls radical feminist types have tried to poison gentlemanly gestures such as holding doors, carrying heavy bags or paying for dinner. Colleen was the first to share her opinion as she admitted, "I don't often agree with him, but I do agree with that because it is down to manners, certainly with holding doors and stuff like that. If I meet a guy and he holds the door open for me or opens the car door for me, or a first date, I'll always offer to pay, but if he says yeah, I just think you're not getting a second date." Kelly also agreed as she jumped in saying, "I think on a first date they should always pay. In my house we have somehow slipped into pink and blue jobs. When it comes to the bins and things like that I would do it, but I would appreciate it if Jeremy Parisi, her husband, does it." It was clear that Janet strongly disagreed with her co-star as she put her hands over her face and put her head down. Turning to the audience, Janet said, "I can't bear how modern society has taken backwards male and female roles. It just doesn't bother me in the slightest." In an unexpected moment, the TV presenter turned her attention to Piers as she continued, "What I find comical is that Piers Morgan is painting himself as some kind of chivalrous knight, some gentleman, who goes through life so upset that he opens doors for women and does all these lovely things, and some radical horrible feminists are not appreciating it." Pointing at herself. "This radical feminist will appreciate anyone opening a door. Man, women, whatever, because I think good manners, as Colleen has said, is the fundamental thing. That means we've got a civilized society." Things then took a turn as she made a further dig at Piers and shared her recent encounter with the TV presenter. "What I find comical about Piers' book is that only a few weeks ago, Christine and I had the misfortune to share a dinner table with Piers Morgan. We were at a very posh dinner in the city of London." She continued, "Christine and I were sitting right next to Piers Morgan, and as people were making very important speeches, and who talked all the way through it. Piers Morgan, who demanded wine when no wine was being served. Piers Morgan." Janet left her co-stars speechless as she added, "Then when the wine came he wanted champagne, so actually Piers Morgan try having a few manners before telling women about chivalry."